Meta has been given a record-breaking $1.3 billion fine by EU regulators in order to stop transferring Facebook data of EU citizens to the US. The ruling was made by Ireland's Data Protection Commission, which said Meta violated GDPR with their actions. However, transferring data to the US is critical for Meta's ad targeting corporation, but there is a grace period before Meta has to stop future transfers and a deadline to stop holding current data in the US. Meta has described the fine as unjustified and unnecessary, and is appealing the decision, while the EU and US are working on a deal for data transfers. Sorry Bing, Samsung has paused an internal review of whether to replace Chrome with Bing as the default search engine on its mobile web browser. Bad for Bing because Samsung is backing away from the change, afraid the switch could harm its relationship with Google and the market's perception of the move. However, Samsung isn't completely closing the door for Bing. Speaking of Google, it has made NEEVA back down. A startup aimed to challenge Google search announced that it's shutting down its search engine. The company is now focusing on AI like everyone else. NEEVA was a paid product, so they faced problems such as Google's billion-dollar deals to make itself the default search engine on devices. But they didn't go out without the word from its co-founders. Building a search engine is hard, but convincing users to switch to it was hard. Moving on, micron is banned in China by the Chinese government, which announced a partial ban with sales restrictions on micron memory products to Chinese government agencies and infrastructure operators. This move is seen as retaliation to the US for restricting sales of a Chinese company similar to Micron's from selling to American PC and ICT companies. Also, a cybersecurity review of Micron's product found that they failed a network security review, a big no-no for the country. Into the Apple news, the 15-inch MacBook Air is in development. An Apple supplier is likely gearing up for new MacBooks, according to research shared by investment firm Morgan Stanley. It noted that the supplier guided for a high single-digit percentage growth in the number of notebooks it assembles in the second quarter of the year compared to the first quarter. This increase may be because of the MacBook Air. Mark Gurman previously said it would be unveiled at WWDC next month with a 15-inch screen and an M2 chip. Oh, and a sub to the channel would be awesome. Into the gaming news, the 3D Mark benchmark, the RTX 4060 Ti will be faster than the RX 7600, especially in DirectX 11 and DirectX 12 with ray tracing tests. In terms of generation upgrade, the RTX 4060 Ti 8GB is an average of 10% faster than the RTX 3060 Ti, while the RX 7600 sees a 34% higher performance than the RX 6600. Performance may shift in the future with software updates, and it's worth noting that these results were averages of multiple benchmarks. The RX 7600 has had leaks, but most popular is a pricing leak from a Canadian retailer, listing it close to $300. Okay, that's it for the news today. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one.